Hi, guys. Welcome and welcome back. So appreciate you being here, whether you are listening or watching. Hope you're having an amazing day. And I want to talk today about frequency, about resonance, about harmonics. We are, as I'm sure you know, beings of frequency. Everything is based on frequency. A maple tree is holding its shape and its leaves are holding their shape because it's holding a certain frequency. And we are the same. And each of us has our own unique note in the symphony of life. And it seems to me, and I'm sure you will agree, that we are being bombarded by so many chaotic frequencies, actual frequencies in this world and in this life, this modern life, that it can be difficult to not only isolate our own note, but just to keep ourselves healthy and sane in a world where we're just being constantly inundated with information, and all information comes in on frequencies. So I wanted to talk about that today. Not about how we're being inundated, but about how we can hold our own unique frequency, and that the more we're able to do that, the more we're able to tune in to who we really are, each of us, the more we're able to hold that note like a tuning fork, right? And have it kind of rise above the chaos and the noise that is modern life. And when we do that, not only are we emitting something more pure, which helps us feel better, which helps align our cells, our nervous system, bringing us out of parasympathetic into sympathetic in terms of just being calm and centered. But it also allows us to witness and observe and receive the notes of others who are doing the same. Because there are many others out there who are working on transcending this craziness. There are a lot of dense energies, heavy energies, and as you awaken, as your heart opens, as your nervous system heals, you will become more sensitive to all of these energies. Because, let's face it, we've all been through so much that sometimes we just want to hide from it all. And so we get kind of lost in those densities. We get lost in the heaviness. But as you quite literally lighten up and release a lot of that, the more you hear and can hold your own note. And the more you can hear the symphony of others contributing to the symphony with their pure, clean notes. So I highly recommend listening to whenever you're feeling a little off, a little like you're not in that center point, whatever that might be for you. There are some amazing audios on YouTube, on Insight Timer, for instance, which is an app that has audios where you can listen to tuning forks being played, or you can listen to singing bowls being played, Tibetan singing bowls that are made of beautiful resonant metals that hold 32 hertz or 528 hertz, or very, the solfeggio scale of notes that are so good for us, so healing for us, and bring our actual cells back into alignment. That is something that you can do to actually help yourself feel more clean and clear, or attend a sound bath in person, even better. Oh boy, I tell you, with the person, whoever's putting on the sound bath, plus whoever's attending, the resonance that you will feel together can be spectacular. I remember one time when I was at a ceremony on the island of Kauai, and I got so present with the frequency of life, actually, not even mine, that I could sense that the underlying energy of the trees and the sky and the music that was being played and myself and the birds and all things were actually just one frequency underlying everything. That's consciousness, right? It's like the sound of the universe. There is a sound of the universe. It is actually the background noise and frequency that forms everything. But then in that symphony are so many different frequencies. And so it's this beautiful balance between recognizing all of it and holding your own. All of it is one, playing a whole bunch of different notes and holding your own so that you feel better and you can give yourself fully in this world as the unique and beautiful being that you are. And actually, just to finish up here with this talk about resonance and frequencies, in the study of harmonics, which I am not an expert in, you want to talk to somebody in the music niche or field or realm for that. But actually, what I have learned as I dove into a little bit of the study of harmonics is that every note, which makes sense, every frequency is an oscillation, right? So it is actually a combination of two notes, and where they meet in the middle is the note that you audibly recognize and hear. And that struck me as really fascinating as well, because even though it sounds like one note, there are two disparate notes that are playing as one. And it reminded me of something a mentor I used to have said, where he said, we must balance love with wisdom. If you're all love, which I like to try and be, you're not bringing in the practical, the wisdom, the structure, the intellect, the awareness to use love wisely. And there's something there in that concept of harmonics where if we're balancing those two notes, we're balancing wisdom and love. We're balancing the physical and the ethereal, the spirit, right in the middle. That's when we feel aligned and pure, like the tuning fork that we are meant to be. So I'll leave you with that. I know that I'm kind of throwing a lot at you, but I had some notes about what I wanted to speak to today. And, I too will continue to ponder this and to live into it and experience life as a part of the symphony. And yeah, I'm just grateful for you for being here as part of mine. And I hope that this was impactful in some way, or at least planted a seed for thought, something for you to think about, something to grow in you. And I wish you love, and I wish you healing, and I wish you to know your own special note and to play it for all your worth in every sense of that word. I do mean play. And I will see you next time, because I think that's all we have for today. So thank you again for being with us here. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Wherever you are and whatever you're doing, I hope you enjoyed this episode and it helped you open your heart, feel inspired, and know that we are all connected. Please subscribe and share so this work can touch more people. This is how we co-create the world we want to live in. Thank you so much again for joining us, and talk to you next time.